welcome to today's video. We are back with another crochet video. Today I'm going to be attempting to make a checkered bag. I'm really excited. This is actually going to be for a friend's birthday present, so I'm not going to post this video until after obviously I've given it to her. This isn't actually the first checkered thing I've made, so I'm somewhat familiar with how to make a checkered item. This kind of bag I've seen everywhere, like all over Pinterest and TikTok. It's very trendy right now, so I'm very excited to try and make it. I hope you guys enjoy coming along with me to make this one. I'm going to be making a white and lilac version. This is the 4 Season Spot Saver USA style yarn. It's 100% acrylic. These are the colors we are using today, and I'm going to make kind of like a smaller bag. I hope you are excited to follow along with me. Let's just get started. So we're just gonna obviously start by making a slip knot. So each square is gonna be 4 by 4, and I want about 6 squares. So we're gonna be chaining 34, and also I'm using a 6mm hook. This is roughly how long it's gonna be. I can't even fit it in the camera. Yeah, this bag is going to be just shorter than 30 centimeters. Obviously this is going to get a bit tighter, so it'll be shorter than that. Alright, so now for this bag we're going to be doing a double crochet the whole way through. So the first double crochet I'm going to do, I'm not actually going to do it into the first one or the second one. We're going to go into the third stitch right here, or the third chain, sorry, and we are just going to do a double crochet. And like I said, the square is going to be a 4 by 4. Now we're just going to do 4 double crochets. So we've already done one. So this is the second one, third one. Once you get to the 4th double crochet though, this is when we're going to add in our second color. So just start the double crochet, but then before we loop it back around, we're going to actually add in our second color. So for me that is this beautiful lilac color. Now I like to add on, I don't actually know if this is correct at all, but I like to do a slip knot, add it right onto the hook, and then remember how we didn't finish the double crochet. Now we're going to finish it. We're just going to loop around and pull through, and now the purple has been incorporated into the stitch as well. And now this is kind of confusing, but we do have the 2 colors on here, so we've got 2 working yarns. And so now we're going to start doing the purple squares. We also have the straggly bit, which we're going to just ignore. We're going to actually kind of incorporate that into the stitches so we don't have to weave that in later. Have the purple and the white, so we're going to actually bring the purple one up top, and that's going to be our working yarn, and we're going to kind of just weave the white one into the stitch. We're just going to hold the purple straggler yarn and the white yarn together. We're going to continue to crochet for the next 4 stitches with the purple yarn. Okay, so we've done 3 of the double crochets, and now we're into the 4th one, but instead of completing that we're going to switch back. So the white yarn is now on top and the purples are down here, and we're going to incorporate the white yarn again. There we go. Now we're going back onto the white, and then you pretty much just continue that pattern all the way down. So now, like I said, we're going to go onto the white. We're pretty much just going to continue to do that all the way to the end, and just alternating between each color every 4 stitches. So I'm going to keep doing this until the end, and I will meet you back for the next row. So we've gotten to the end of the row. This is what we're looking like right now. So we're going to do another row of the exact same kind of pattern so that the squares can obviously become squares. So you want to be careful with your yarn, because with this project it gets very tangled, so make sure you are untangling as you go. But to start our second row, we're just going to chain 2, and then twist your work. So now we're working back along this way, and we are continuing with the white. So again, the purple is going to stay with the rest of our work, and then we are going to use white as the working yarn. So we're going to go straight into this second stitch here, so missing this one, going straight into this one, and we're going to just literally do the exact same thing. Just like last time, we are going to switch to the purple, so white, so we literally just twist them, white goes down the bottom. Now the purple is the working yarn, and we're going to go straight in. And if you can kind of see through here, you can kind of see the white peeking through. Literally just pull this, and there you go, you can't really see it. And I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. Alright, so I'm back and we have a few changes. So first of all, I undid the work that I just showed you just because it was kind of a lot shorter or smaller than I wanted it to be. So I redid it and I chained 40 this time, and I also changed to a 5mm hook just because this is what I'm more comfortable with. And I've made each square 5 double crochets long, and I've done about 4 rows. So now we're going to go and change to have a purple square here and then a white square above here. So pretty much it's very simple. It's like the exact same thing, except now obviously we want to start doing a purple square. So instead of what we were doing before, which was using the white to keep going, which we're just literally going to change it so that the purple yarn is on top, and we are just going to work how we were doing before, but just switching the colors. We are going to switch back to white before we finish off this 5th chain, and there we go, we've got the purple above here, and now we're going to do white. So we've already switched, so white is on top, and literally just go in and do the same thing. You literally just continue doing that until you've got the height of the bag that you want. I still haven't decided how high I want my bag, but that's essentially the method that I'm going to be using. So now we've gotten to this point, so I've got 9x6 squares, and I'm going to stop here. I think this is a good shape and size for a bag. So now we're going to work on the handles. So what we do, we're going to start off like normal, making 2 squares, and then we're going to start decreasing, and that is going to be part of our handle. So I've switched to white. Just going to do my double crochets. Switch to the purple, and we're doing another square. Now that we're at the end here, we're going to chain 2, flip our work, and this is when we're going to start decreasing. Just going to go into that next one and do a double and kind of go halfway into my double crochet. Now I've got 3 on my hook, and then I'm going to go into the next one, go through 3 of them, and then go through like that, and that's how we're going to decrease. And then you just go, I'm just going to continue like normal. I'm just going to keep doing that, keep decreasing until we have basically 1 square left up top, or 4 chains. So I'm going to keep decreasing and show you how, when we get to the last row. Alright, so we're at the last row. We've just got 4 stitches up here, so I'm just going to continue with the lilac color. It's kind of how you make the start of the handle bit, so we're going to end off and keep going. Okay, so now we're doing this on the other side, and I'm just starting right here, and we're using the purple so that the purple to continue the pattern. So I've just done a slip knot and then attached it. Already chained one, so now we've chained two, and then I'm gonna carry on like usual. So, and then before we finish this one, we have to attach the white. Now that we've gone to the end, we are chaining one and then flipping our work, and then we're doing exactly what we did on this side, just decreasing. Alright, so here we are. This is the finished side of the bag. Obviously want to repeat all of that and make another side, and here we go. Here's one I prepared earlier. Always wanted to say that. The third and final piece to the bag before we can assemble is obviously the handle, so we're going to go ahead and make that now, and then we will assemble everything. We are going to be chaining about 12. You can alter this depending on how thick you want your handle, but I want mine to be about 2 of the squares thick, I guess. And then I'm going to do a double crochet into that third stitch, and then pretty much do what we've done over the whole bag, and pretty much just make this as long or as short as you want it to, building up the squares as we've done for the whole bag. So I'm going to keep doing this until I have a handle length that I like. I've completed my handle. I made it about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares long, 2 squares wide. And so now we have all of our completed pieces for this bag. I'm very excited about it. It's looking so cute. I love these colors together. So now we start assembling. I'm going to place the right sides facing inwards. Alright, so to start assembling, I'm just going to grab my white yarn, do a slip knot. I'm going to start from the very corner of the handles and just get my hook in there. Could obviously use a darning needle and kind of sew all around the edges, but frankly I just hate sewing. I don't really know why. So this is my preferred method, so I'm going to do this. Later, and I look a bit rough, but we have sewn together parts of the bag. You can see the stitching along the outside. I'm about to turn it inside out for the moment of truth. Obviously we haven't attached the handle yet, but that'll come. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, this is what she looks like. As you can see, the seams are hidden. They're a little bit holy, but this is my first time making this, so we're gonna ignore that. But yeah, the seams are somewhat hidden, and yay, she looks so cute. I really like the size. I think it's a very good size. So now we're gonna attach the handle. This is the last component. Stitch it along here, and then we can turn it like that, and it'll like flow like this, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. I've been making this for way too long now. My brain doesn't work, so I'm doing it the exact same way as I did around this whole bag. Single crocheting around that as well. My camera battery is flashing at me, so I'm trying to do this faster, but I also shouldn't rush. So right, we have finished that. That's what that looks like. I'm gonna weave that through in a bit, but that's what the stitch looks like, and then we're gonna turn it inside out. That's what it looks like from the outside.